There's common sense, and then there's uncommon sense. Let's join Ray and Joe for the Uncommon Sense Podcast.
And we're welcoming you to podcast number 6. I can't believe we got 5, and I'm stuttering already.
You would think 6 in, you'd be smooth.
I'd be a professional, right? But is it iPod podcast? Like what? I know I said iPod the very first time, and I'm like, why didn't they fix that? Well, because we
don't pay for post-production services. Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, we're not that show.
That would take away from the spontaneity of it.
Spontaneity. Yeah. How do you become? What about spontaneity? What about combustion? How do those people do that?
I don't know. Spontaneously combust.
Yes. Yeah. That's the word I thought of when you said spontaneity.
Well,
that's a big word.
Spontaneous
I'm a
combustion,
2-syllable guy.
Yeah.
Like when you get
a lot of syllables in that.
It is. It's huge. I had almost drove me in overdrive. But no, being spontaneous is fun. But just like I said, it's not scripted. Like we have stuff written down, but I can't see my cue card.
We don't follow it. I have a whole bunch of notes, and we talk about one thing, and next thing you know, we're at like the 20-minute mark.
It is, but and that's okay because our producer from Stone State said that the average travel time in Pennsylvania is between 18 and 22 minutes. So
and that makes sense,
right? So to be successful, if you could start this, which. It makes sense to you now, but you were talking about you could binge watch something. So how come someone can listen to a podcast that starts and goes for 22 minutes? But God forbid you can't do a production with Hollywood or Netflix that starts and has a whole plot that starts in an hour and ends in another hour.
Yeah, that never happens.
It strings you along.
Well, I think that's the beauty of a podcast, whether you listen or you watch it. You get in, you get out. Hopefully get entertained or
sounds like marriage.
Get informed.
It sounds like marriage. Honey, what time you got to leave for work? Can we
get in and get out?
Yeah.
Exactly. But and again, this podcast, we're not sure if we're entertaining, informing, or a little bit of both.
Right. No, we're probably not either.
No.
But I know we have to talk about the holidays, but I just had a thought that popped into my head, but it disappeared. So can you repeat what you just said, and maybe we'll pop back in again? Because my subconscious is working on the content that I was
talking about. Spontaneous combustion.
No.
But we wanted to talk about the holidays today, because this show, if we have it figured out right, and maybe we do,
which we both suck at math, so it's probably not even close.
It's probably right around Black Friday. Thanksgiving just happened. It's the start of the holiday season. So we wanted to talk about holiday-ish stuff.
Holiday-ish.
We tried to find out some
but I had
facts.
something I wanted to talk about that was so important to our topic. This isn't the holiday. This isn't Hallmark.
No.
This isn't the holiday show. Like, we're not going to go see Steve and Joanne's wedding or something like that. This
podcast should fall right around post-Thanksgiving.
Right.
And we'll be knee-deep in the holiday season.
You would be. So whoever thought about putting cranberries in a can, let's start with that, okay? Sure. It comes out, it's not appetizing. It comes out like a jelly. It looks like the can it was in. Like, what the frick?
Yeah, that's not. I don't think the Pilgrims had that kind of cranberry.
No, but why don't you have like a cranberry, like a turkey-shaped can?
That would be better. Yeah,
it would probably be hard to open. Yeah.
No. Hey, but while we're thinking about food, this has nothing to do with the holidays,
right? Donate to your local food kitchen.
A hot dog, and we should have talked about this an episode or two ago. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is it a taco? What is a hot dog? What would you classify that as?
Well, a hot dog is isn't it a bunch of spare pig parts?
Yeah, I know. Gelatin? Well, that's what a hot dog is. Okay. But you have a hot dog in a bun. So do people call it? Is it a sandwich? Is it like a taco?
That's great.
That's just a good.
You know what? Hot dogs are one of those quick foods that Sheetz has them too for like $1.
It's kind of its own category.
It is. Yeah. It is. You never really want to know. It's like Scrapple. You never really want to know what's in it.
Well, the other one I thought of too, while we're on the food subject, which is actually it's appropriate for Thanksgiving time.
It is.
Because Thanksgiving.
Let's talk turkey.
Of course, you're giving thanks, but it's the
thanks for what?
I don't know. Whatever you might
like. You don't see the Indians giving thanks for stealing their country, right? No, they're not really thankful.
But we're celebrating and we're eating. So, how about cereal? Is cereal? Could you say that's a soup?
Oh my gosh, where are you coming up with this stuff?
I saw that somewhere. Somebody, because
how come? All right,
if you're cereal in a bowl, it's liquid with a spoon.
You're right.
Is that now? Do you say cereal's a soup?
Do you like a little bit of milk, or do you like a lot of milk?
I like just right amount. I don't like too much, but I don't like too little.
Do you drink the
I
milk
don't
when
wanna
it's
try it.
over?
No, I don't do that.
Because I thought about years ago, like if you put milk in like what is that, Apple Jacks?
Yeah.
It's so good
Yeah,
afterwards.
it's like sugary apple.
Right. So wouldn't it?
Or like a Count Chocula or something
Oh my God,
with
yeah,
Cocoa Puffs.
Fruity
that
Pebbles.
or it's chocolate.
Now,
yeah.
don't you think that there would be a market for cereal milk?
Yeah, you would.
You know,
think.
like-
it could be
like-
different kinds of cereal milk.
Well, yeah, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, or Count Chocula milk.
Right.
You know, I think there would be a whole brand for that. So if anyone capitalizes on that, you could send the checks to pcuncommonsense@gmail.com, please. But
that is our email, by the
It
way.
is,
So
but-
now there's no guarantee either
That
of us
you're
will
gonna-
look at it.
right,
But
exactly.
if you do have a subject you'd like us
that
to
would
cover,
be awesome.
you can send that. And yeah, we're open to suggestions.
But now that you're bringing up cereal and milk, cereal's a meal because my wife can't cook, and if I'm not home, she has cereal for dinner.
Cereal.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But now that you bring up milk, you know, do you remember years ago if there was a missing person on milk,
Yeah.
right?
Kid's face would be on the milk carton.
Right?
Yeah.
Why? Because it was before smartphones,
Right.
and you
So I
would
guess
read
that everybody
the cereal
had a
box
carton.
and the milk
Right.
container, right?
No matter who you were, you probably had a carton of milk in your fridge.
Right. Did they put missing midgets on half and half? Or in the little containers? Like, would you do that? Put a dwarf on on a pint, right?
On a pint container.
And why do they call it serial killers? It's not like you're killing, Captain Crunch or
Right.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Thankfully, it's spelled
What happened
different,
to the
but yeah.
frog that was on the Diggum box? What was that? Sugar snaps?
Sugar Smacks, yeah, yeah.
So-
Sugar Smacks. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you got
What happened?
There's a serial killer on the loose. He's going after
What happened
Blueberry.
to that toucan? I'm sorry, but Frankenberry's missing. Oh my gosh, it was
It's
a serial killer.
It's true.
It is. But cereal's not what it used to be. I mean, you have
No.
you have all this healthy cereal. They're trying to trick kids into being healthy. Like, oh my gosh.
But most of those cereals still aren't
Honey Nuts
healthy.
of O's?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Who's going to eat a Honey Nut of O?
No.
What the-
And they're
do you
still
even
not very healthy. There's still very, very few that are actually healthy.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
You're sacrificing all that good taste to think that you're going to be eating healthy, and it's still not healthy.
No, it's full of sugar and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
so that really had nothing to do with
Yeah.
anything.
I try not to eat a whole lot of cereal.
Really?
Although it's good.
I
but yeah.
used to eat a lot, but I used to eat half a box. Like I think some of the cereal post Raisin Bran tastes really good soggy. You know,
right.
like with
I
a
will
lot
agree.
of with
I will
really
agree.
cold milk. I used to love that
I will
soggy. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good. With milk.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
got to
real
eat it
soggy,
quick.
though.
No, not
Yeah, that's
soggy.
not-
it's
that's not a
it's pretty
soggy
good.
cereal.
Cookie Crisp was awesome. I remember when that first came out.
remember that.
I remember I was sitting in a car behind J.C. Penney's. My mom was going in to get me those Tough Skins. Do you ever have Tough Skins? Do you remember them? My mom. So I was embarrassed as thanks, Mom, for destroying my childhood, and building my self-confidence.
You were the kid that got beat up.
Well, no, you went to school with Tough Skins, and they had these big patches in the knee that were they had to be 5 inches by 7 inches. Like they covered the shin and the thigh. But if you wore a hole in them, they replaced them for free.
Okay.
So my mom was at J.C. Penney getting my replacement Tough Skins, and and I ate a whole box of Cookie Crisp
Sitting in the car.
sitting in the car waiting.
Well, it's their cookies.
Yeah,
They're mini
but
cookies.
it tasted like cookies. It was so good.
yeah.
And then Cookie Crisp got away from that guy, and now there's another. Do you remember? Because it used to be a wizard. How did we get these little cookies so small? And he would wave the wand
I
and
do
he'd shrink
remember
them
that,
down and
yeah.
put them in a box.
Yeah.
And then it came with someone like almost Captain Caveman type of guy. Yeah. It's just weird how they market the
They
kids.
do, yeah. But you were talking about school and school clothes. I mean, I'm a little bit older than you, but not that much older.
I don't think so. How old are you?
But I'm 61.
Oh, you
a little
are.
bit older, but same era. Like when
think?
it was back to school time, it was a big deal to go school clothes shopping. You had to give up a Saturday
Those
or whatever
baby-
it was to go. You had to go. What do they do now? Because you don't have
Amazon.
clothing.
Amazon.
Right. But I mean, it's not a big deal.
My wife thinks Amazon's free.
Well, well, yeah, I mean, I understand how people shop, but it's not a big deal. You know, it's not like the kid is sitting there, you know, it's not like it's a big adventure to go school shopping.
Because they want Under
or
Armour.
pain.
They want Under Armour. It's like, listen, you're growing out of that in 6 months. You're not getting freaking Under Armour.
I mean, the parent goes and orders it on Amazon or online, wherever. So it's not a big deal anymore. I remember as a kid, I don't remember enjoying it, but I remember having to go at school.
I remember hiding under the racks.
Go.
I remember playing hide and seek under the clothes racks.
Right, under the clothes racks, and you know, your mom and dad getting mad, or your mom getting pissed off.
God. Yeah.
But kids don't have that today.
They don't. You know, but it's a good thing though. We were shopping in New Jersey at one of these outlet malls, and my wife wanted to get my grandson, who's 1, a pair of boots, like $40. I'm like, you're not buying 40. It was at Oshkosh Bagosh. Yeah. First of all, change your name. It's just, that's stupid. That's a stupid name. But the fact was, I thought, all right, I want to start an Oshkosh Bagosh used car, not a used car, but a used shoe store. Because come on, how many times are you going to wear shoes at one?
Kids don't wear them long.
2, 3, 4 times. Pictures. You're not going to walk outside. You're not going to end up stepping in dog poop and stuff. They're going to be clean. Right. So why don't you just get them and sell them for $10 and think of or rent them?
Well, yeah, kids outgrow.
What's wrong with renting for? Yes, rent it for you. You rent a tux. Right. How many tuxedos do you own? None. Right. Now, what does this have to do with holidays?
You rent bowling shoes. Even as an adult, you rent bowling shoes.
And you know what?
That's not the most pleasant thought in the world.
Correct. They make them ugly so no one takes them home. Right. And then they spray them with this stuff that, they're clean. Yeah, well, guess what? If I have some freaking athlete...
that spray ain't killing it.
No, it ain't. It ain't.
And did you ever sit in the bowling alley and look around and think...
He just widened those shoes.
Or, thank God I'm here today because I don't want to get the shoes after this guy or gal wears them.
Oh, my God.
Right. But kids' feet are cute. So, I mean, you could...
Really? You're a foot guy?
For the most part.
Cute? How are they cute?
Kids' feet are cute. Compared to adults, compared to that guy at the end of the bowling alley.
You better be careful what you're saying.
You know what I mean. I mean, as far as, renting.
My feet are cute. My wife says I have gorilla toes. She goes, I have finger toes. Yeah. I'm sure. She loves to rub them every night. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Thank God she won't watch this
but
podcast.
She won't
know what
or
you're
listen
about.
To it. No. Right. And I have to rub her feet. That's like the enter for anyway.
But no, I mean, to your point, you could do that with kids' shoes.
Yeah, you could.
Adults, no, not so much. But kids, you could.
Well, why couldn't you do adult? Well, yeah, because adults don't grow out of their shoes.
Well, and again, do you really want to wear,
No. So why don't we just do that instead of this podcast? Because we'd probably do so much better renting kids' shoes than
doing podcasts.
Because you rent them for 6 months. Give me,
get them back. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Not going to ruin them.
So listen, so far during this podcast, in the last 5 episodes, we gave people the idea of karaoke, CPAP karaoke,
which is a good idea.
Which is a great idea.
Yep. Still waiting to see that somewhere.
I do want to see that pop up somewhere.
Yeah.
We gave people the idea of, renting kids shoes because why buy it? Yeah. So, I mean, we should change the name of this to Multi-Million Idea Moneymakers. I mean, we could do an infomercial. Wait, it slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries. It just...
It's almost like Shark Tank, right?
It is almost Shark Tank.
We're coming up with these ideas.
That's a good idea, too. Bad ideas, call it Shark Tank.
What's the phrase? You jump the shark? Yeah. We jumped the Shark Tank.
Do you remember when Fonzi jumped the shark back in Happy Days?
Literally jumped the shark.
Now
and is that where that term came from? I wonder.
That's a great question.
I don't know. Yeah.
So that ticked me off too, because if you remember, Happy Days was on Tuesday nights, and it was a 1 hour program, and it was a continuation if he made it over the shark, right?
Yes.
Now people live on that stuff because it's called binge watching. But back then it pissed you off.
You had to wait.
Because you had to wait 7 days to find out, and you couldn't Google it.
Yeah.
Did Fonzie make it?
Yeah.
So
they were cliffhangers back then.
So now here's another question about uncommon sense. We were supposed to talk about holidays, and it doesn't look like we're going to get to that.
But we've got time.
But the thumbs up.
The Fonzie thumbs up.
Was it a Fonzie thumbs up, or did we thumbs up way prior, and he just kind of owned it? Like, because people do it all the time.
If I had to guess, I would think people did it before that. Fonzie just made it cool.
But hitchhiking, like, was it vertical or horizontal? Like, people hitchhike all the time in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s.
True.
But when he put his 2 thumbs up to say cool, and was cool a word before Happy Days?
I think probably.
You think?
Yeah.
And there was another Happy Days thing that I remember.
Fonzie made cool.
He did.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. Not anymore. I mean, I love Henry Winkler. He's really good, but he's doing some.
Now I see him on infomercials for some kind of eye disease.
Yeah.
Right? It's like an eye disease of some sort, I think.
Oh, my gosh. I can't see doing that.
Yeah.
But
And it's a goofy commercial.
it is. But you know what I thought about? I was thinking about cleaning mirrors for a living.
Okay.
I could see myself doing that. You know?
Boom.
Just boom.
We
Anyway.
need the sound effects.
We can't afford them yet, but if we get up to 7 listeners, we will.
We might add some sound effects in, yeah.
So we're talking about Black Friday. I remember.
'cause it should be right around.
Yeah, I remember going back. First of all, why is it called Black Friday? Like, I mean, why? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know.
Well, I think that is
Shouldn't that be in February during Black History Month?
It should be.
Right. It should.
Well, I think I do have knowledge on this.
Really?
It's the day that a retailer is finally in the black.
Really?
That's what it means, but that's not very exciting or fun.
No, that's not.
I would rather us make up our own reasons for it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Or pretend we don't know
No, that would
and
be
come
too
up
fun.
with our own theories on it.
But I do remember, having a nice Thanksgiving dinner. And first, let me talk about Thanksgiving. Then I understand that you need a Thursday off of work, and that makes total sense. But the whole thought of Thanksgiving is really annoying. We used to host it at our house. We had nice houses. Now we have a slider house, so we don't really host holidays anymore.
A slider house.
Well, it is a slider house because I sold one house and I had to buy one really fast because the people wanted to close in 30 days. So we jumped on the first thing on the market.
First thing you got, yeah.
And we don't like it. Either one of us like it.
You're just there.
We're just right, and it sucks because you have to do upgrades to a house that you don't really like.
Which makes
it's
it
like
worse.
kissing your sister, which is
That's a whole other. That's
horrible.
Yeah.
That is really bad.
We may have to wait till about episode 20 to tackle that. Yeah.
My sister won't listen to this. She's in Florida.
Yeah, mine won't listen to it either.
She's over 60. She has to move there. It's a law. But anyway, she So we have the slider house, and I forgot what even I was saying.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you would be so thankful for everything, and it's not like you sit around and say what you're thankful for, but you end up getting this turkey and putting it in the oven and making bread and getting cranberries that look like a can. And,
it's a lot of work.
It is a ton of work. But why would you cook for 6 hours to eat for 30 minutes to clean up for 4 hours, right? So then they decide, let's throw football in the mix, which is a great idea because I enjoy football.
Sure,
it's probably one of the only things I'll watch on TV because you know why? They could start and finish a game in 3 hours. It's not like you got to wait till tomorrow to see who wins.
To see what happens, yeah.
Right, unless it's the Chiefs, but I'm not even going to go in that realm.
No.
I mean, I'm a Giants fan, so I have nothing to cheer about whatsoever.
Right.
But anyway, so it's fun.
It's a lot of work for not a lot of payoff.
Correct.
Basically.
And I don't even know why it's a holiday.
Well, our forefathers were giving thanks, I suppose.
So why is it for fathers?
Right. There were more than 4.
Right, but well, it depends on who you are. I mean, I know Father's Day is confusing in some neighborhoods, but not usually up here. But no, anyway, so to stay focused on what's going on, I'd like to know where Thanksgiving generated from and why we do it. And why is it on a Thursday?
Well, true. Yeah. Wouldn't it make more sense to do it on a Saturday or a Sunday?
Right. Well, because you go into a food coma. I understand that part.
Right. Yeah.
But
you need a couple days to recuperate.
Right. So, I mean, but and then you have Black Friday. So what, they want you moving? Like they want you to eat, stuff, nap, get up at 4 a.m, go stand in line. That's kind of with the internet and everything. That's all over.
That's over. Yeah.
So,
gone are the days. People used to do that.
I did remember the thought that I asked you to remind me of way before. So I got this now.
Okay.
So
what was the thought?
Do you remember I said, well, at the end of episode, 5, I said that we're going backwards. Do you remember that with technology? It's making us go backwards.
Right.
So
That's
good.
Yeah.
So this is my tangent, and it's been a tangent since texting came out. So
I think we fully covered Thanksgiving.
I hit the mic. So if you hear a little thing that go, that means I just hit the mic.
Yeah, if you're listening on your car, like a big rock didn't hit the side.
No, we didn't hit a crash. It wasn't a bomb. No. So no, it's good.
Or somebody didn't bang into the back of you. Yeah.
Let me talk about Alexander Graham Bell. You like that? I just really
slide that right in.
it. Yeah.
So we're going backwards in technology.
Well, I think we are.
Are we?
When were hieroglyphics?
Egyptian time.
When?
I don't know.
Years.
Yeah,
Give me a year.
yeah.
Give me a date. Give me
I
a
don't know,
time.
BC.
BC. What's BC?
So many. I don't know. Long time.
So what?
ago.
Long time. What do you think, guys? What do you think? They're not answered. Email us. So anyway, a long time ago, right? They had pictures that
Sure.
made words, right? That's how they communicated. Right. Okay. So now, then we have a couple hundred years after that, a couple thousand years, we got Alexander Graham Bell. What's he do?
Makes the phone. Invents the phone.
So
you can
all right.
talk. So you can actually talk to someone.
Oh, so you talk on a wire?
Yes.
Okay. So, but how did we communicate before then? What was it? Dot, dash, dot, dash?
Yeah,
What was
Morse
that called?
code. Morse code.
Morse code.
Morse
Okay.
code, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So we used to do that shit.
Sure.
And then you have Alexander Graham Bell, and he developed
you
the
can
phone.
talk
You
to
can talk
somebody,
on a wire.
right. Yeah.
Then we end up getting cell phones, so you could talk on no wire. Right? That's pretty phenomenal.
That's nice.
You know, Alexander's
Convenient.
rolling over, and it's great because my gosh, you could talk. There's no wire. How do you do that? No big deal.
Talk anywhere. Yeah.
So then someone thinks, hey, let's text. Let's go back to dot, dash, and we'll text people, right? So not only did we spend years to develop,
being able
go
to talk.
from being able to do dot, dash to be able to talk on a wire, then get rid of the wire and let's talk on a wire. Now let's get back to doing dot, dash, but it's in letter form,
Yep.
okay? I was at a restaurant with my kids when they started texting, when they got their Blackberries,
Yeah,
okay? This
yeah.
is going back years.
Yeah.
And I wrote, we're sitting out to dinner at BJ's in Danville, and I wrote on a napkin. We're gonna have to continue this another time because we're going over. But I wrote on a napkin past the salt. She goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm texting."
You're
She goes,
texting.
"That's stupid." I'm like, "Well, it's not stupid. It's what you're doing." So to go right back to full circle, and I'll make this really quick, and I'll talk really fast. So you go from being able to talk on a wire to get rid of the wire, talk on it without the wire, then go from dot, dash to texting,
Yeah.
and now we're back to pictures.
With just emojis,
We're back
yeah.
to emojis
Right,
to go back to hieroglyphics. So why are we using technology to go backwards?
True.
All right.
It is.
So there's my rant.
And that's the preferred way to talk.
That is
Most
the
people
preferred
would
way.
rather
exactly.
text
I'd rather
and
do
or
a
send
smiley-
emojis than
right.
actually
send a thumbs up,
call.
Fonzie.
Right.
Go back to Fonzie. Send a thumbs up
Fonzie's
emoji.
fault.
It is. But nobody leaves.
It went downhill from Fonzie.
Correct. No one likes liver and onions. So
Right.
God rest the Fonz. All right.
And because he jumped the shark.
He did. Yeah,
Literally.
he did jump the shark.
Literally.
Right. And he doesn't like because he wouldn't say it. He would never say liver and onions. But
Well, hey, that's our Thanksgiving episode right there.
we said nothing about Thanksgiving. Like we are so terrible.
Hopefully you're giving thanks for this podcast.
Yes, you're giving thanks for this podcast, or give thanks that it's not like a daily radio show.
Right. And we keep it fairly short.
We do, yeah, short.
So
Gosh.
that's a wrap on this one.
It is. So hey, I want to thank you, and I wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. And please tune in to our. I just spit on you. It's on your glasses.
Did it really?
Right here. Yeah. So anyway, if you're hearing this, you can't see it. So tune into our YouTube channel to see the virtual spit come out of my
Coming
mouth.
out, yes.
And go on Joe's thing. But what is our YouTube channel?
I'm not giving thanks for that.
No, I wouldn't thank you for that. Man, I got a cold. You might want to.
Yeah, it's on Common Sense Podcast, but we usually put the link on the Facebook page.
On the Facebook page, and what's our Facebook?
Because it's easy.
What's our Uncommon Sense?
Uncommon Sense Podcast.
Is it? I don't know.
search it. We'll
Look
find
us up on Facebook, or you can look at Ray Merrill Jr.'s Facebook or Joe
Daniels.
Joe
Yeah.
Daniels' Facebook, and it's on there. But hey, thank you so much. I hope you
Yep.
and your family have a great Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be thankful for. Be thankful you don't have to try to do this.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
The Uncommon Sense Podcast. It's like an outrageous cup of Joe.